All right, next up we have Flamenco. Now, if you didn't know, Flamenco was caught on a bit of sussy wussy stuff. Basically, man, Flamenco. He was found to be in a Steam group chat, I guess, with some other pedophiles. Now, I'll let actually. I think this is a clip right here. I'll go ahead and let Flamenco explain it.
Your head on the spot.
Yeah, faithful as translation is, but basically people would add me on Steam, and I would pretty much just add whoever adds me, and I would just accept pretty much any friend requests. And
so
at
this
some
person
point,
you've added, can you just elaborate who they are?
yeah. So apparently the Steam group that I was in, this guy Sanctus was the admin and the only mutual person that I had in this Steam group as like a friend.
So yeah, and it turns out this guy was like a disgusting, deplorable individual who's into kids, right? And that's obviously fucking gross. But I mean, obviously, any sensible person would be like, okay, well, Flamenco literally accepts everybody on Steam. There's proof of his, like in old streams where he says, "Hey, add me on Steam. I'm accepting everybody." And he's not very active in these Steam group chats, right? So he would have a hard time of like, I guess sort of he wouldn't really know if like this random fucking person who added him to a group chat is like this heinous pedophile, right? So yeah, we gotta
Inside of the chat either.
But there's a guy, isn't there, who's out there at the moment saying that he had frequent chats with you, who was in this group.
Where's the logs of this?
Well, where's the logs refuting that?
dude. See, now that's one of the most retarded things you can say, right? As you guys are basically accusing, I guess you guys aren't really accusing him, but like he's being accused of something, right? And you guys are conducting an interview, and he says, basically, I was like, hey, the guy says, well, we see there's a guy claiming that you did this, this, and this, and then he rebuts it by saying, well, that guy has no proof, and I'm saying it's not true. And he just goes, well, where's the proof that it isn't true? see how that logic doesn't follow whatsoever, and it's just like completely retarded. Like, what are you even saying, man? Stop.
How do I prove that I've never chatted in a chat?
The reality is you were in a group chat with these guys. It seems implausible that you never spoke to them. And you can't.
Yeah, except again, you're saying that there's somebody saying that there's chat logs of it. Where are the fucking chat logs?
It's just you're amongst like 9 people, one of whom is a guy who says if you're not a pedophile.
Yeah, see, this is just it's so retarded. They have no evidence, basically. I think this is another clip that shows that again.
Back and forth. You're saying you weren't in any of the chats. Now, what the concern is from the community, from what I saw on Twitter, is how quick this was found after the last incident. And the last incident, there was a lot of, flimsy, like back and forth that was happening here, right?
Yeah, if you guys don't know what the last Flamenco incident was basically a lot of poor Flamenco, a lot of his old porn accounts got leaked. And, they basically went through, like some trolls went through all of it. And, they basically found like, and, there was one, like, I guess it was sort of a hentai manga of sorts called Boy Soprano, right? And what happened in Boy Soprano was, it was basically about traps, right? Like guys pretending to be girl, basically feminine guys pretending to be girls. And yeah, it was some weird ass shit, right? However, because the main character was a trap, it looked like a child. So people saw that and they thought, oh my god, Flamenco is literally jacking off to a little girl, right? When in reality, it was, it's just some weird ass shit, man. And, Flamenco was receiving some heat for this for a while, but, one thing I found weird was, didn't they have his access to his, his entire porn history, basically, right? Like, why was that if Flamenco was, some dangerous pedophile, why was that the only, sussy thing they found, right? If he really was a pedophile, they would have found, multiple things. This was probably just, some something he jerked off to and forgot about, right? Like maybe he didn't even jerk off to it, right? He looked at the cover and maybe flipped through it to see what it was. Like there was no real substance to these allegations. However, though, before I start this, I can understand Andy Worski's problem, right? It's because, like, well, at a certain point, how do I rephrase this? It gets a bit too sussy, right? Because you're seeing these actions happen back to back to back, and you're like, fuck, man, like, when are we gonna stop giving this guy second chances, right? But I don't know. I don't think these two incidents back to back, especially considering the lack of evidence, is anything to rally over.
Like you were saying that you weren't on Pornhub, yet you had a medal that was given to you 4 months ago earlier. So there was like sketchy shit. So
yeah, but like there was nothing on his Pornhub account that was sus. It was just him being fucking a degenerate, right? And I guess that just all it proves is that Flamenco is a major coomer and who can't fucking take his hand out of his pants, like, whatever. We already kind of knew that anyway. Anyone who's into anime is a massive fucking coomer, so
that's why people are like, you just being in the group is like, yikes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure, but also there's like a group of people out there that like just really fucking hate me and don't like me,
True,
and then
yeah.
they're gonna use whatever
Very
flimsy
true.
evidence that they can to like chimp out and like try to smear me. Yeah.
yeah, and what Flamenco's saying here is 100% true, and you can even see that in this debate where people are they're like railing him for no reason. Like there's not enough evidence, and Godwinson and PPP are just attacking him basically for no fucking reason, and it's gross, man. We got one more clip.
The thing is, there probably is going to be more and more evidence.
For more and more evidence.
There probably is gonna be more and more evidence. Well, motherfucker, there isn't, right? Like, do you have future sight? No, you fucking don't, you retard. Like, are you serious right now? You should be condemned because there's probably gonna be more stuff that comes out. Okay, like I shouldn't have to explain how utterly brain dead saying that even is.
To unleash, there has to be evidence to begin with. Again, I haven't seen a single fucking like anything that I posted in chat, any correspondence that I've had with any of these people.
Yeah, because there probably isn't, because Flamenco's not a fucking like,
I'm not mutual friends with any of them. I'm not in any of the other fucking servers. I
When
don't know
the
what to tell ya.
correspondence comes out, you will say you were hacked and it wasn't you.
When that does happen, like, see, when these, so, okay, Godwinson is basically speaking in a hypothetical future, right, where these things do come out, and he's predicting that Flamenco is just going to say, oh, well, I was hacked. Now, I guess if that does happen, Godwinson W. But again, Godwinson can't see into the future. I'm like 95% sure. So that is it's just so incredibly brain dead for someone to say that.
I will say that there is no correspondence.
You'll say you don't
The
record.
reality is the prolapse
there
anus
is-
porn was before the hack.
There is no correspondence. My Steam count has stayed pretty secure. So any correspondence after this date maybe will be hacked, but no, I don't think it will be this one.
So yeah, Flamenco just basically confirms there that he's just never been hacked. So yeah.